Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece Manga chapter 879. So we start the chapter off with Nami, Brooke, Carrot, I think Chopper as well. They're just mourning obviously the death of Pedro, and rightly so. Jimmy's like, alright, cool, I understand your guys are hurting right now, but now's not the time for this. We're still in enemy territory. Now's not the time to be letting our guard down. Plus, if Pedro was still here, he'd be telling you guys, need to push on. And it does come across deep, like Brooke said, like, you're not in the right to say this, you hardly knew him, blah 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 blah. But he is essentially right at the same time. And now, also during the scene, we have we know they're on the run. We know like they're trying to get to the meeting point where Sandy to probably putting that to him to where to meet them. So we know they're trying to get to that point. They're cruising the seas and all that, refueling the cola barrels and all that. And then we find out that Big Mom's almost already there. This ship's following them. And now my only problem with this chapter is the whole fact that we have her walking on the sea towards them. We find out that the Candyman only lost his right arm, and now he's using an ability which is making like a path for Big Mom on the sea, whatever, and she's walking across it. And now I'm thinking to myself, what happened to her flying Nimbus? And even within the chapters, like, oh, what happened to the flying Nimbus? And then we see it later on in the chapter where it's just like, oh, where's everyone gone? Talking to his brethren, the little son, and the son's like, oh, well, they're gone, boy. Let's go eat or something like that. So it's just making me think Oda has written himself into a corner. He himself must know, alright, cool. If Big Mom used Flying Nimbus, she would have caught up ASAP, just like that, on easy peasy, lemon squeezy kind of thing. And he didn't want to do that. He's like, nah, they need to make it to this island, the cake has to be at least somewhat prepared and all that. And if Big Mom comes over with Flying Nimbus, she's gonna catch them, and then technically everyone dies, and then I'm gonna have to end my series early. He doesn't want to do all of that, so I feel like he wrote himself into the corner. He didn't know what to do, and this was probably the best way he could think of trying to fix his error by essentially nerfing Big Mom, taking away not one but two of her like prime fighting elements, I'm gonna call them. And that bugged me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not not going to lie to you. So the rest of the chapter we had. Okay, no, sorry. Before that, I should mention how we had a little Sanji piece where they're flying. They're almost there, basically. And the only important thing, and I don't even think it's really that important to come out of this bit of the chapter, is where we find out that Lola was the chocolatier before she left, Big Mom's whole territory, and the position's been open for all this time. They wanted Pudding to take it, but she didn't want to take it because she didn't feel that she measured up to Lola's skills. That's what we find out during this bit of the chapter. I don't really see how it's important and how it's going to play a role later on within the series, but this is essentially what we're told. So the rest of the chapter is spent on Luffy versus Dogtooth, and rightly so, Dogtooth is dominating. Dogtooth tells us, or he tells Luffy, I should say, that in all aspects, power, speed, whatever aspects, I'm better than you. And he displays that within this chapter. He matches Luffy blow for blow with Jet Gatling, or was it Hawk Gatling, whichever one he used. He matched them blow for blow for that. When it came to his strength of power, when Luffy goes in with it, or with the elephant gun, he matches it and overpowers it with a bigger elephant gun, you want to call it. But rightly so, Dogtooth should dominate Luffy, and so far he is dominating Luffy. So it makes you wonder, how is Luffy going to get out of this without making it seem BS, without making it seem like plot armor, without making people just go mad? Me personally, I'm hoping someone hops in to help him, because if it's a one-on-one defeat with Luffy defeating Dogtooth, I don't see how I'm gonna get out of that without being at least a little bit upset. Other than that, the chapter was good. I'm gonna give it a 3-star rating, call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.